Well, hello and welcome. Glad you made it back. So in the previous videos, we have worked our way through the sixth review, all right, module 6 review. And we started with step 1 and we worked partway through step number 8D, and we've moved to 8E. E is in Edward. Okay, so the direction here says to add a subform based on the TBL product table. Include only the fields shown in figure 6-51 and link with the supplier ID name the subform. Name the subform FRM partial product subform. Delete the subform label, resize the columns to their best fit, and resize and position the subform as shown on the display. Okay, so it's really helpful here to make sure you can see the display of all the fields that you want to include in your subform. And it's good to note that adding a subform is really not that difficult. It's just adding another control to the form. So let's get started. I have selected the FRM suppliers with product form, and then I'm going to change it to, say, let's try layout view today. And then in the controls section, all right, on the ribbon, form layout tools, in the design group, this controls section, all right, I'm going to add, look for something to add. I'm going to add a subform. Let's see if I got one. No, that's navigation control. That's a tab control. It's a button. Oh, wait a minute, you gotta choose the whole thing. Let's try the design view. There it is, subform. Sorry it took so long. Click it and put it in. Doesn't matter how big it is yet because we're just going to play with it for a minute. Okay, we're going to use, what data would we like to use for our subform and report? What data do we want to choose? We want to use an existing table. Choose next. And the table we want to use is TBL. We may have to slide along. Yep, TBL product. All right, that's working out good. And the next thing we want to do is pick the fields that we want to include. Okay, we want the product ID. That one's included. We also want the product name and the price and the units. And choose next. All right, product ID, product name, price, and units. Okay, this dialog box is fine. It says choose from a list, and we're going to show TBL product for each record in the TBL supplier using the supplier ID. That one's a good link. All right, choose next. What do we want to call it? I think we came up with a name in previous notes here. FRM partial product subform. Right? FRM partial product subform. Because we don't have all of the products, we only have parts of the fields. And choose finish. Okay, it looks okay in design view, but it's going to have to get modified. So the first step is we're going to select the label on the top, and I'm going to press the delete key so it's not there anymore. And then I'm going to bring the entire assembly over to the left a bit so it doesn't stretch out the form from left to right. I'm going to bring that back some. I may come back to this. And then I'm going to change it from design view. I'm going to right click and save what I have, and then I'm going to right click and choose to layout view. And in layout view, this will give me an opportunity to look at the width of the fields in the subform and to resize them to their best fit. For example, product ID, I should see the entire field name here. Product name looks pretty good where it is. Price, it doesn't have to be quite that wide. And units and cases, yeah, it has to be wider because I can't see the whole label. There it is. Now I can take the right edge of the subform and bring it in closer. There we go. So how close did I get? Let's double check ourselves. Right? How close did we get to the subform? Wow, that's pretty close. Okay. Does it have to be crowding the notes field that close? No, it could be a little bit further away. All right, let's keep that. All right, right-click the tickle spot and save it. All right, and that was step number 8E. 8E. 8F. All right, this was a big one. And it is big enough so that what I'd like to do is make it its own video. So even though this is a short one, we're going to pause here, stop, save our work, and then we'll move on to the next one in the next video.